What's going on, YouTube? How is everybody today? Oh yeah. Alright. So today I want to talk about this one-man band, one-man project. I don't know what the term is. He goes by the name Forest Swords. This is his debut EP. It's called Dagger Paths. I am not 100% sure why it's called an EP. This thing is 42 minutes long. It has 8 songs on it, so it should be LP status. My best guess is maybe he has something really ambitious in the works for his debut album. It's going to be like some sort of triple disc thing that takes all day to listen to. I don't know. But this is his first release. It was in 2010 on Old English Spelling Bee. This guy's real name is Matthew Barnes. He's from Liverpool. This album was recorded in the UK. And it's a very interesting beast of an album. It blends all these genres together, as most new experimental things do. It's got elements of psychedelic, electronic, it's got some folk on there, some dub, various other things. Some bloggers online were telling me it had elements of hip-hop and elements of R&B. I didn't really see them anywhere, but maybe I don't know any better. But very, very interesting, very, very dark, very atmospheric, very much so otherworldly. This album has a very, very cinematic feel to it, in the sense that you could, you know, just put this on, watch some strange kung fu movie or an East Indian movie, and it can make the movie much more darker. It's mostly instrumental. The first track on here has some female vocals, and a track later on has some male vocals on it, but it's very, very treated. You can't really understand what they're saying. It's got a lot of echo and a lot of reverb on it, so I would constitute this as an instrumental album. All the guitars on here sound very kind of droney and effect-ridden. The bass on here is very, very heavy, very big. The percussion on here is kind of a turn-off in my book. It's very, very simple, very pounding, very rhythmic, but, you know, it's not on every track you hear it. Not every track has that kind of borderline annoying percussion drums on here. But like I said, very dark, very spooky, a lot of otherworldly effects, a lot of decay and echo, and it's got the sound interjections where you have like a simple rhythm and the guitar is doing its thing, and then its sound will just jump out of nowhere on here. This album's got a lot of, I don't know if it's dread or tension. You just feel like something bad is about to happen to you. It's got this ominous kind of feeling like you're being stalked in the woods by some sort of monster or shadow creature, like a shadow wolf or a shadow monkey. Shadow bear would be scary to you. But yeah, if it's very experimental, I would recommend this to anybody who just wants to listen to something different, something kind of engaging that you can just kind of immerse yourself into. It takes you to this other world, another place. Like, there's nothing dancey on here, nothing poppy, nothing overtly accessible, except in the experimental music vein. This is kind of the more accessible kind of stuff that people who aren't accustomed to listening to like bizarre things probably start to hang with. Nice little beginner's album for that kind of thing. I'd recommend this album to people who like Fever Ray's album. If you like Ennio Morricone, the composer, he composed soundtracks for all these old Italian thriller movies and some action movies and stuff like this. I heard elements of Burial on here, some Panda Bear, Flying Lotus, Lichens. Sand Snowman definitely has a lot in common with this guy. Everything's very layered and distorted. The only problem I had with this album is like all the songs kind of reuse and recycle the same kind of elements and tricks. They all use the kind of drony guitar and lots of effects and the dark atmospheres. Not a lot of change on here. It's kind of consistent in that way, but I would like a little more diversity. Some songs like use the whole dark vibe and evil vibe, and it feels a little forced with the loud, raging percussions, kind of overbearing. Like the songs weren't really flowing like they should have been, like on other songs. But a lot of songs in here are very, very excellent. Like I said, spooky, otherworldly kind of shit, borderline nightmarish. I don't know, if you just like this kind of ominous, strange, warped, kind of worldly music, you definitely hang with this. Very, very cavernous sounding. Cover art's kind of interesting too. It's got this weird, I don't know if that's a man or a woman on the cover in front of this pond, inverted photography there. Got the credits on the back, and inside you got some sort of monuments. Looks like a sphinx head. I don't know, some sort of phallic sculpture. Looks like a sphinx face, looks like a penis. Kind of cool, not sure what it is. definitely sounds like it could be the soundtrack to some weird, dark, college avant-garde film for sure. But yeah, if you want to listen to something a little engaging, a little dark, it's not a bad album at all. It's his EP, it's called Dagger Paths by Four Swords, released in 2010, an Old English spelling bee.